In this video, I will discuss research design, and I hope that this will be helpful for students doing their PG and UG in research related things, or those who want to prepare projects for their completion of the UG and PG. I think this topic would be of immense help. And you know what is meant by a design. So, and here we have to just start with a design. What is a design? So here, when you hear the word design, many things may come to your mind, like what to design, where, when, how much. Like all these questions may come to your mind. Likewise, in research design also, we need to answer all these questions. What research that you are going to do, and where will you be doing this research? When will you start the research? To what extent you will continue to do the research, or the scope of research, and what are the means, or what are the techniques, what are the data collection procedures and analysis, etc., that you are going to do in the research work. So all these questions you may have to answer, and decisions regarding all these important questions in research work can constitute a part of the research design. So research design is nothing but a clear-cut uh, answer, and answers put in brief, answers to all these questions, like what to study, where to study, when to start the study, how much, or the scope of the study, and what are the important tools which you are going to use in your research work. So all these things, answers to all these things, will constitute what is called a research design. Now, this is a simple definition of the research design. A research design is the arrangement of conditions for collection and analysis of data in a manner that aims to combine relevance to research purpose with economy in procedure. So, research design, simply speaking, is a structure, it's a conceptual structure within which research needs to be conducted. So, it will have many concepts, and that conceptual structure will actually draw a borderline for your research, or it will give you a circle within which you have to do the research. You need not cross that boundary. So that boundary of your research, the framework of the research, that will be given by the research design. So it's a conceptual structure within which you need to do the research. In other words, it's a blueprint for the collection of data, measurement, and analysis of data. Or it's an outline. It's as such, the design includes an outline of what the researcher will do, from writing the hypothesis and its operational implications to the final analysis of data. More explicitly, the research design happen to be in respect of the following things, or design decisions you need to take in respect of the following things. What's the study about, or what's the objective of your study? Why is the study being made, or what are the rationale of the study? Where will the study be carried out? What type of data you require for the study? Where can the required data be found? What periods of time will the study include? What will be the sample? What techniques of data collection will you use? How will the data be collected and analyzed? In what style will you prepare the report? So if you answer all these questions, then you will get a such design. What's the study about, or objective of the study? Why is the study being made? The reason for the study? Where will the study be carried out? So like all these questions you need to answer. Now, you can have different splits of the research design or different parts of the research design. There are four important parts of the research design. The first part is sample design. It is here you have to design the sample. You know that it's very difficult to collect information from all units that form the population. So you need to take a representative part of the population and collect only sample from that, only information, not sample information from that sample. So how to design the sample? That's the first thing you need to mention in the case of a research design. Second important thing is observational design. What kind of observation you need to do? Or to observe the people, to get the data, what type of techniques you are going to use. Sometimes we do experimental studies. Sometimes we just collect the data at a particular point of time. Sometimes we may visit the person again and again to collect the data at different points of time. And sometimes you will do a participant observation method. You will not ask any questions, but you will go there and join with the people, and you will become what they are, and you will start collecting the data. So, what kind of observation design you are going to plan? The statistical design simply means simply the information collected, how to gather the information, analyze it. So statistical design. Operation design means deals with the techniques by presenting procedures specifying the sampling, statistical and observational designs can be given. So how to execute it? So therefore, operational design simply means execution. So you need to have, or in every research design, we have four important parts like sample design, observational design, and the statistical design and operational design. We can state the importance features of research design as under. So what are the important features of research design? Uh, first, it must have the type of information, the sources and type of information must be specified. It must specify the source and type of information. Then, which strategy you are going to use for gathering and analyzing data, that must be specified. And what time you will take to complete the work and what's the cost of the work. So these things you need to specify. Then only your research design will become more good, more appropriate. In brief, a research design must at least contain these things: a clear statement of the research problem, procedures and techniques to be used for gathering information, the population to be studied, methods to be used in processing and analyzing data. What's the need of research design? You know it very clearly. If you go to the next slide, you will understand the need of means the need of research design. Let us take these things. I will. Research design is required uh, because it will facilitate the smooth sailing of the various research operations, thereby making research as efficient as possible. So therefore, you have to get maximum information with minimum expenditure. And research this, if you prepare a research design, it will help you to get the maximum output, maximum information from research with minimum expenditure. Then, if you do a research design without any thought, without any preparation, then it will turn out to be very futile. What are the features of a good research design? The question of good design is related to the purpose of the research problem and also to the nature of the problem to be studied. For example, the design which minimizes bias and maximizes reliability, that would be a good one. Bias must be minimized and reliability must be increased. Then a design which gives smallest experimental error. That means you are doing certain kind of experiment, but your error is very less. That's a good research design. A research design which yields maximum information with minimum cost. That would be a good research design. A research design appropriate for a particular research problem usually involves the consideration of the following factors: means of obtaining information, availability, skill of researcher, that's very important, objective of the problem to be studied, the nature of the problem, availability of time and money for the research work. Then, for example, if the research study happens to be exploratory, then you must have complete flexibility in research. Exploratory means something new you are going to find out. So you have no models to be emulated. You have nobody there to explain where to go, what should be done, because you are going to do an analysis or you are going to do a study in a very new area. You are exploring something new. Then it is very important that you must get complete flexibility. So the research design most appropriate research design must be flexible research design. So we should permit the researcher to take a course of action as he demands. But if it is descriptive study, then accuracy will be very important. Bias must be minimum, and there should be maximum reliability. Now, what is the difference between research design and research method? Very often people mistakenly they use it, research design and research method. Interchangeably, they use these two terms, but there is a clear-cut difference. Research design means a framework for the collection and analysis of data that we have seen already. But research method means simply a technique of collecting and analyzing the data. That's what's called research method. A technique, simply a technique of collecting and analyzing the data. But research design means it's a framework for the collection and analysis of data. There's an exact difference between research design and research method. Thank you.